Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Motorcycle Rewind. Today we have the 1978 Honda CB550K again. We put the new carbs on. The bike has been amazing ever since we did it, so it's been just a blast to ride and just done a few shakedown rides on it. Now our task today is, let me grab the key, is to pop this guy open, is to install the air filters. We have to install the air filters, but you see our challenge, if you can see it right in here, is that there's not enough space between the battery and the carburetor. So we're gonna have to relocate this battery box a bit. And what we're gonna do, we have plenty of room. We'll pull the battery off and then we'll end up turning it sideways. We'll have to make a new battery box to go in there. There's plenty of room, you can see, because we don't have the stock air box in there. So we have plenty of room just to turn the battery this way and sit it back here. And it's not going to be an issue. And then I'll be able to install the air filters that go right on there and won't have a problem. One more thing checked off the list of things to do. Okay guys, let's go ahead and pop the battery out. This doesn't look like it's going to be that big of a job because I've got plenty of room. It's not like I need to make up a lot of room or try to cram 10 pounds of crap in a 5-pound bag. I've got plenty of room. Stick one down, and there's these two bolts that hold that in. Looks like it's a 12 millimeter. We will, after we do it, we will paint it up before we put it back on, just to clean it up a little bit. The plan is to still maintain these two mounting points, but I'm gonna open this up here. Okay guys, I have a setup here. We're gonna be cutting off right here on these two marks, eliminating this piece altogether, then we're opening up the other side. And I'll be using the cutoff wheel, or commonly referred to as a death wheel. Guys, you should take these things serious. About a year ago, a little over a year ago, I was repairing rust on the old truck. That's right there. It's repairing rust. I'd been doing it all day. Spent the whole day cutting out pieces, welding pieces in. And I was doing the door sills, welding in a little piece. I had to cut and trim a little piece to put in to get it in there. And I had been using my welding helmet while I was grinding, cutting off stuff, especially when I was overhead. I was doing that. Problem was the sun was coming, it was just over the roof of the cab. And so every time I look up, my welding helmet would go dark and I couldn't see. So I took it off and I only had a little bit left to do, and I thought it'd be a good idea just to use my sunglasses. Well, long story short, I was welding it, it kicked back, caught me right in the face twice, caught me right here down the arm, end up in the emergency room with loads of stitches. Thankfully, because it went straight across my eye, thankfully I didn't lose my eye. But now on, safety goggles, no matter what. So guys, it's never gonna happen to you till it happens to you, right? Because that was me. It's never gonna happen to me. It's not gonna get me. It's not gonna get me. I'm too safe. And then the one day, it got me. So thankfully, there was a really good surgeon that fixed up everything on my face so I don't look like Frankenstein. So let's go ahead and knock this off really quick. There we go. Now what we want to do is just open this guy up. Again, I'm making this stuff up as I'm going along. I'm going to try to flatten this up, and all I'll have to do is brace this back bit to be able to get the battery to sit on. Okay, so let's just start walloping it with the hammer a little bit, see if we can get this thing down. So I'll have to bend up the other side. I need to test it with my battery to see how wide this battery is. I guess if people that really know what they're doing when it comes to this stuff, they measure stuff. That's obviously you can tell I don't know what I'm doing, but that's what I'm looking for. So I'm going to bend it up from right there just to be able to get that corner. Let me get a marker real quick. Okay, so I went ahead and marked it. That's where the battery's about a little bit about that wide. So I'm gonna bend this piece up here, and I'm getting close. I may be able to just add a little bit from here to here, a little small piece of metal there, and this will hold. I'll be able to bend this around the front to hold the front. And I may be able to take this piece off and use it to span the gap right there. So we may be able to remake this battery box with everything that's on here. That's the hope and plan. So again, that's not the way I planned it. That just happened to work out that way. Be able to just wallop this over. Okay, and see if our battery fits like it was made for it. Yeah, I'm gonna take this piece of metal off right there. I'm gonna take that off and I'm gonna bend this piece so it comes to the front here, and we'll be good. I may even just bend it flat and stick it to right here because I can weld it to this. So it should secure me in, and it looks like I'll have to tweak it. I will have to tweak it just a little bit. That's an easy way to do it. Oh. Yeah, I need to bend this over. Yeah, that's coming together already. It's going to sit in here like this. This piece is going to go away. This piece right here is going to go away. Just turn the corner here. I just need to see how much room I need. Right here. Again, it's a very precise measurement, but look at how good this thing's coming together, right? It looks like I knew what I was doing. This piece definitely looks like it'll span the gap, and it looks like I'll be able to weld this bit in, and this piece will double up over my corner. So I'll be able to weld that in right there. Yeah, looks like I'm starting to fool myself. Again, like I said before, I am not an expert. I'm a guy that's just in his garage, not afraid to wallop on stuff and just to make it work. So I need to bend this here, but before I do that, I want to pull this piece off. I want to pull this piece off before I bend that. Before I bend that over, and that's going to work out perfect. This will get straightened out. This little guy's going to go right here. Gosh, love it when a plan comes together. Like I knew what I was doing. I didn't. That was a guess. Hold on to it and cut it off. As long as I have my safety goggles, nobody in my family will yell at me. I may need to go get a new finger, but that'll be okay. That was good enough. Perfect. We will wallop that flat. See if I can get in here. Yeah, I'll just wallop that flat. Let's see if we can straighten this guy up first. All right, that's kind of straight. Yeah. I mean, this is going to be a near perfect battery box. I should offer this to this service to speedmotoco for everybody who buys this kit from them, because we got it sorted out. So now I need to bend that guy right. Yeah, this whole thing has got to go that way. See, is it clear? Like I said before, this is starting to look like this sucker knows what he's doing. So a strap right there, something right there. I can put my oh, this is going to be perfect. This is the factory strap, goes from right here, and that's the other factory strap. So I can bolt that in, right? I can just strap that in, and I'm going to have a pretty substantial battery box. Watch this. If it works, I'm not feeling as good, but boy, look, it looks like I did it on purpose. Look at that. I clean up that right there. I'll build a weld right there, and I've got a battery box that's all good. Let me grind on this, get the welder out, and tack that in. I'll be right back with you guys. I can't let you watch me welding because it's awful. I'll be back to you in just a second.
A few moments later.
Okay guys, we're back. You can see I welded this guy in here. I ground it down just a bit. And then I did a couple of plug welds right here. I ground them down just a bit. This thing is way stronger than I thought it was going to be. I'm going to clean this guy up a little bit, this edge, just so I don't have a sharp edge right there. We're going to go ahead and hit it with some paint, and then we'll be putting it back on. Okay guys, as I was installing the battery, I realized I'm going to have a little clearance issue. Excuse me, a little clearance issue, and you see it right here. Heat gun out, and then just heat it, and then just smush it down. Okay, so I've got the battery box back in. Looks as though we've got enough space to be able to slide this battery back in. So let's go ahead. And just by using the heat gun, we were able to heat it up, and it should work out pretty good. Let's see if it does. Get that in there. And I'll get the strap to hook the strap across right there. But that looks like it. Looks like we done it. We were successful. All right, let me get this thing all hooked up and I'll check back with you guys. So guys, there you have it, our completed battery box repurpose. And we only use the battery box. This is the leftover scrap from what we didn't use. We didn't have to use anything else. So it worked out perfectly. We've got great clearance over here for the air box. So I think this is gonna be great. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Motorcycle Rewind. And if you like this type of video, please hit the subscribe button, and you can follow us on Instagram at Motorcycle Rewind. Thanks again, guys, and have a great day.